Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran. First and foremost, quick apology for earlier this week. I missed 3 shows because I had 3 dentist appointments this week for two of my kids. So it was a very expensive testing week, but we're back. And this one was actually requested, and I was super excited to check it out as well because Awkward Guests is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, if you had me make a top 50, which I will get back to, I'll do it eventually, I think this one would definitely creep up in there. This is Awkward Guests 2, The Berwick Cases. It's the number 61 most popular game on all of Kickstarter right now. And I must say, I'm very pleased to see that someone slapped them in the face and said, hey, your main image sucked. Because before it was just nothing but art, and now they've added the Dice Tower Seal of Excellence on there. I still think it could be much better, potentially, but before it was art, and I was ready to tee off on it and be like, why would you do that to this amazingly spectacular game? As it stands now, still not a fan. I would mention the player count, because I'm pretty sure it goes up to 5 or 6 players, but it's a deduction game that challenges you to solve the murder of one of the Berwick twins and to orchestrate the murder of her sister. Oh, okay, so we're planning a murder and trying to solve a murder. I'm excited, because I do know that this re-implements the original Awkward Guest, which is one of my favorite deduction games of all time. If you're ever looking for like that real next step up from Clue, this is the one I'd recommend it to, at least the first one. They also have another game called Megacorpin, which I think is just too many steps up from Clue. I liked it, I enjoyed it, but it reminded me a lot of King of New York, where it's like, all right, you took what made this game spectacular and you went a little bit too far. Hopefully they didn't do that with this one. Either way, it's only made $46,000, which is still great, but it's just, this game deserves so much better. It deserves so much more, in my opinion, because it's just such a spectacular game. But as always, when you get the video, oh, I should put my microphone in front of my mouth as well. When you get to the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. Also, how would I spice up that main image? It's you, okay. It's you again. Why do companies do this? I don't understand this. I'm just going to get on my soapbox real quick here, because they wasted some of their space on their main image, too, putting the name of their company. And then we've wasted the first 7 seconds when it's already going to mention that it's Megacorpin Games. It just feels redundant. No one needs to know the name of your company, unless you're like a really well-established company, which I don't think you are. And that's not a knock. It's just, there's more information that could be crucial, like your play length, your time count, and your age, that could have taken that space, but instead you decided to put your name, and it's just, urgh. And here, it's like, just get to the point. 11 seconds. Okay. 11 seconds. You're like, oh, what's that mean? But it's only 91 seconds, period. You've essentially just wasted 10% of your video. 10% of your video just saying your name. Why? A game of dice, mystery, and deduction for 2 players. What? What? So this is a 2-player game. So I would spotlight that as well. So is this like Awkward Guests Duel? Because that's like the big thing that's been going around over the last few years, is that we're gonna turn every game into a 2-player game. And if that's the case, spotlight that in the marquee. I should know that right from the jump, because I'm a big fan of 2-player games, and there's a huge market for 2-player games. Obviously, by the fact that everybody's making a dual version of the game, you should spotlight that on the marquee. Don't make me go to your video to find out about it. Ugh. Awkward Guest deserves better. And I'm going to be getting passionate, I have a feeling, in this one, because I really do love Awkward Guests, and I feel like this one should be making 6 figures, like I do. It's that good of a game. The game deserves that. I want all the stretch goals. I want all the fancy bells and whistles. I want this on Target. In Target, too. Throw them on the roof as well. Theme. Catchy theme. Okay, so once again, I just want to talk about our time usage here. We are nearly to 33% of your video, and you have shown me absolutely nothing, except for the fact that it was 2 players. Kudos on that. But it's in the fact that it's got dice, but it's just, get to it, please. Hey, see, Goody. That offers you the challenge of not only solving the homicide of one of the Berwick twins, but also planning the murder. I already know this. Why are we being redundant? I already knew this because I looked at your description on the marquee. Get to your freaking point. 1/3 of our video has been used to be completely redundant, except for the 2-player part. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Well, like I tell you what, I don't know about this game, but the original game, spectacular. each of these cases, you will lead a different role. That looks like Stanley from The Office. Just cool. In one case, you'll be the mastermind that orchestrates the murder. Wow, that is really fast. Let's try and read that as fast as we can. In one case, you'll be the mastermind that orchestrates the murder. Okay, that's enough time, but I'm a fast reader. While in the other, you'll be an investigator that tries to solve it. Ooh. And we're going so fast that I don't really know what the 11 and the 4 and the 8 meant. So it's like, I'm assuming it, yeah, like this video. Hey, yay. Have fun plans, the perfect crime. Oh, roll the dice and lead the investigation your way. This music is just absurdly loud and distracting. I think it's a banger, but I don't necessarily want a banger in your Kickstarter video. Use logic deduction to make the best use of the information received. This looks like a really fun game. I want to play this. And enjoy the replayability of awkward guests. It's you again. Third time. Maybe it was fourth. Man. Yeah, that video. Yeah. Not a fan of the video. I mean, it's got aspects. I think you could easily trim 40 seconds off that video, no problem at all. I think you could. It's unfortunate because this, like, it looks really cool. It looks like they've just this is Awkward Guest Duel. Why are we naming it Awkward Guest 2? I feel like by doing that, we are kind of setting people up for something different than what you're giving us. And I know that it's not necessarily a bad thing they're naming it Awkward Guest 2. It's just there's a way that a lot of people do it, and you could convey better what your game is by doing that. Or, I don't know, by just putting on the marquee that it's 2 freaking players. Why? It's on the side of every box. I don't understand why companies don't get that concept. So we have no customer service here except for the one person, unless there's a bunch of people working on the one. So Scandalo, Unravel, that was the one that I was saying was a bit like, oh, look at that, from the creators of Awkward Guest. That one I think is more like, it jumps the King of New York shark, where it's just, it's a bit too much. This one's out. Oh, the first one was canceled. And then this one's out. It's spectacular. And then this one, I believe this one, yeah, this one's out. Still haven't seen my game. I intended to notify my credit. Hi, Barry. According to logistics service provider, you have already... Yeah, so this is a year ago is the last thing we got. So can you do it? Yes. People have got their stuff. Cool. Good deal. So do I want it? I do. But once again, we're going to have to go... I have to acknowledge my biases here. I want this to do gangbusters. I love this game. Well, at least the original. And I'm excited for this one, too. Awkward Guest 2, the Berwick Case. So do I want it? Yeah, but honestly, if I didn't know anything about you, no. Can you do it? I mean, if I'm... Yeah, it's a sequel, which implies that you've already done it before, so that's good. So can you do it? Yeah, I'm going to go with the yes there. And then how much is it? I don't know. I imagine it's going to be relatively cheap. All right, cool stuff. Why did they do it? Things. You're talking about more about the game. Lots of theme. Meet the suspects. Cool. We're going more theme. Why do we do this? How about you just hit me with the game contents along with the price? You know, it's industry standard for a reason, because why waste people's time? So, 3 inquiry dice, 1 inquiry board, double-sided, love to know the dimensions, 1 notebook with tracking sheets, double-sided, fantastic, love the double-sided, 2 screens to prevent awkward glances. Oh, GM screens, and player reference. Why don't you tell me they're player reference screens as well? Once again, I don't feel like you're accentuating and spotlighting your best points, because you can't tell from here, but I can tell you, as someone who's played Awkward Guest probably 10 to 20 times, because I really like the game. It routinely gets requested on game night. The board you have in front of you, like the GM screen in front of you, is really, really helpful. There's tons of useful information on it. Not that you'd want to spotlight that. Why would you want to spotlight your components here? Combine these, make it bigger, go look at the industry standard. Like, I'm starting to wonder if Megacorp doesn't really look at the industry standard of, oh, you don't tell me this is a $25 game. God damn it. What? If this is a $25 game, I'm going 2/3 of a point grade bump down for not spotlighting the price way better and way sooner. Because once again, if you're on iOS or mobile, you don't see this. You don't see the available rewards. You're just scrolling. You're looking. You're like, how much does it cost? How much does it cost? Cool. Pledges. Yeah, it's Swift Invest. Oh, so this is the early bird? What is this? Oh, this becomes a companion book. Cool. I know it's only a $4 jump, but why do I want it? What's inside of it? You haven't sold it to me well at all. Rule booklet's there. Cool. Hidden a little bit. Almost missed it, but it's there. Awesome. So yeah, that price, I'd put the price on the marquee. 100%. It's a great price. $25? Are you kidding me? I actually did a poll like 2 years ago, and I asked, what was the price where you are willing to just kind of throw some money at stuff just because it's cool, knowing that it might not happen? So like if the Kickstarter had like a bunch of red flags, what's that number? You're like, yeah, I'll give it a whirl. It was $25. And that was 2 years ago. So you have a spectacular price that you have buried. I am 12 minutes in. I'm just now finding out about your price. I would put this on the main image. Because your main image sucks. It does. It's just art. Oh, hey, cool. Art. That's it. Now at least you have the Dice Tower Seal of Excellence. We're getting... I'm trying to be kind. But man, it's just... why would you not spotlight $25? Like, it's such a good price. And you... Clever Investigator. This one becomes with the companion book, which means nothing to me. And the stretch goals? Is that it? No. What is it? What's different? What's different between the Investigator and the Clever Investigator? Also, if the 48-hour one is gone, get rid of it. Like, we can't get this anymore, correct? Why are you still showing it to me? Be gone. Poof. Fix this. Guy, like, don't just rub it in my face that I can't get it. Not that I want it, because I don't even know what this thing is. Okay, so normally it's $32. So it's a $7 price jump for this book, which once again, you've chosen not to really show me that much of or spotlight for me yet. Like, hopefully we get there. And then we have, what's this? See, the companion book. I didn't know what the first companion book is. So I'm not excited for either of these right now. So I've gotten to your pledge area, and I'm not excited. As someone who loves your game and should be very excited because you have a spectacular price. You have a spectacular core set of mechanisms. Yep, $25 is still my number now. Yeah, I mean, oh, gosh. Then we have the Investigators Club. Why am I paying you an extra $163? So it's a retailer. Why don't you call it that? Investigators Retail Club, something like that. You know, it's just if you're a retailer and are interested in the marketing, that, if you want to market it for us, okay. Shipping, that's nice. I'm not going to knock that. It's just, I'm bitter. I'm bitter at how this is turning out. Shipping costs for each pledge will be billed separately through Kick and Go, our partner pledge manager. After the campaign ends, shipping costs for each pledge will be billed separately. Okay, hopefully you still have a shipping section down here at the bottom. Kickstarter exclusive. Oh, so here it is. This is the thing that I should be excited about. As a book that picks up on the background of Awkward Guest 2 and what it contains. A formal so it's a theme. Okay. Fine. Ooh, what's this? Oh, an add-on. Awesome. Go get this. It's fantastic. Shipping. So $10. Great. Cheap. $35 in and out the door. This should be an easy decision for me. This should be an easy slam dunk A. I should be on my way to taking a shower and playing Apex Legends because of how good this Kickstarter page is, and I don't feel that way at all. I'm considering backing this, even though I don't really back much on Kickstarter nowadays, but I feel like they totally screwed the pooch on this Kickstarter page. Like, it's just not spotlighting, not accentuating your best features. And once again, as I mentioned at the beginning, this is the 61st most popular game on Kickstarter. In order to find this, if you're just browsing, it's a good chance you're not even going to see it, because there's so many other heavy hitters above this who have done their due diligence and looked around the room and saw what the industry standard was and said, wow, we got an amazing price game. We got a Dice Tower Seal of X. Like, oh my gosh. At least they see that something is not going right. Because like I said, they changed their main image. They did not change it enough, in my personal opinion, but they changed their main image. Add on extra shipping costs. Oh, if you want to get this, very clean and clear. Excellent. This is a really nice section. Okay, shipping's great. Shipping section. Third of a point grade bump up. I mean, I think we've lost about a full grade and a third or 2/3. But man, we're making it up a little bit. So we got Kickstarter gameplay. Cool, full gameplay, beautiful. I put that higher. I know it's over here, so I can't complain about it too much though. But I would still put that higher. What is this? Playthrough? Great, we got 2 playthroughs. Let's play 3 playthroughs. Where's the preview?
Hey, well,
there it is. Preview. Is this like an actual one, or is this one where somebody's just talking about the Kickstarter page? What do we get? Oh, no, they got it. Cool. So preview-esque. Cool. They got lots of videos. As you'd expect, Megaporpin knows what they're doing with deduction games. You're going to get that satisfying deduction puzzle of trying to solve a really enjoyable and engaging murder mystery. So it's telling me about the theme. Meh. AG2 eliminates the meta guesswork and the duplicating of... Wow, that's not a hard word to pronounce. Duplicating of evidence, making things a lot more accessible and quick. Okay, I kind of like that one. That was nice. That one's obviously aimed specifically at fans of the original, but still, solid. Awkward Guess 2 is just like The Godfather Part 2. They're both sequels. This is the quote you chose, Megacorporate? This is the quote you chose. Oh no, I have a phone call. I hope it's not from my kid's school telling me more that they have more teeth issues. This is seriously one of the worst quotes I've ever seen. Like, I think what they're saying is it's spectacular, it's better than the original, but instead they put they're both sequels. I'm just dumbfounded. How this made the final cut. How someone was like, yeah, that quote seems great. That's a good quote. Actually, it's $30 including shipping. I'm probably down. What? I thought it was 20. I thought it was 35. Is there some sort of update I don't know about? Man. All right, let's hit these stretch goals. Once again, I would put these higher. As I always like to mention, when you first launch a Kickstarter, what's your goal? Your goal is to get funded. Once you get funded, what's your goal? Set your stretch goals. I put these higher. I get people excited. And then I would have them lead into your amazingly spectacular price, which you chose to bury. The Berwick coin, a coin with the image of Beatrice that you use to randomize the cases. Why? What? No. Okay. Fine. I mean, it's fine. It's not a banger. Fine. A plastic inlay to hold all components in place. That's a banger. Increased thickness and quality of the inquiry board. Great. Elegant embroidered cloth bag to hold dice and cards. Okay, whatevs. Thank you for answering the call. The awkward guest to await you at Bergwood Mansions. We're sorry for... So that's funded. Oh, so they're doing it this way. Cool. That's fine. They're fine stretch goals. That sequels quote is a terrible quote. Oh, yeah. Like, there's no defending this. Like, aside from, hey, Godfather Part 2 is great. Just like this. Because I don't even know. Whoa. So now we're talking about the layout of when you should expect to get your stuff. Star Games is our game maker that we've been working with for years. And, yeah, the quality was fine on the last one. Follow us on Board Game Geek. And that's it. We're done. In, out. 19 minutes. But, man. Golly. Gee willikers. So, 268 people getting the Investigator. 79 people getting the Clever Investigator. So, that's not surprising to me. Even though it's a really reasonably priced jump. It's only $7. But you're giving me something I don't really need. I never played the game originally and was like, man, I really want to dig more into the lore behind these people. Like, we have the, okay, so this one, 448. So that is so that is the most popular pledge level. Great. But as I always said, Bauer's Law says that this should be the most popular pledge level. And typically it should be 8, 9, or 10 to 1 more than just the standard base game. And that's not my opinion. That's just typically what it is if you're doing things well. This one, not even 2 to 1. We got 2 people in the Investigators Club. Swift Investigator. Oh, here we go. 621. Ah, okay. So there we go. That's the big one. But that's also just the early bird. So you kind of force people into that, which is good. Honestly, I think that's a good idea for them. Because if you don't force people to buy that book, I don't... Maybe they don't? Okay. So that's fine. Can you do it? Yes. Because let's be honest, they're not printing that much. They're printing the game. They're printing 2 little booklets. So can you do it? Yes. I'm fine on that. Do I want it? I do. But I don't feel like you did a great job convincing me. And then how much is it? It's a great price. Is this a standalone game or expansion to Awkward Guess the Walden Case? Who's asking that? Like, if your video is done well, it should be very obvious. What are the differences and similarities between this? Is there any chance the Awkward Guess secret book will be offered as a separate? Will this campaign be localized? Okay, whatever. Updates! So this was added as an add-on. I'm surprised that this was not an add-on beforehand. But once again, this shows that they are not happy with the Kickstarter. They may tell you anything they want to tell you, But the bottom line is, this shows that they're like, dang, we were expecting this to do better. And I can understand why they would expect this to do better. Because Awkward Guess is freaking fantastic. We're pleased enough in the response to many requests, and also they're listening to people. Great. But you should have known that people are going to want this. The copy we're offering you is a retail copy with all the improvements we have from one edition to the next, such as the plastic inlay. Cool. Does this version of the game include a corrected screen, or the PDF errata still required? Fantastic. They're in here responding. Unfortunately, for the production and storage regions, we're unable to offer the inlay or the components. Cool. They're in here. They're answering questions. 0 out of 20. 3, 2, 10. So that is, without a doubt, the most engaging of their post. But once again, I got to go back to say, duh. Like, duh. Obviously, people were going to want this. Like, this should have been you taking potentially a golden opportunity to, like, hopefully print another print run, maybe. Even if it's just 500 or something. Yeah. Can you please add the companion book for Walden Games and add-on for Swift Investigators? Greeting, Deductive Nemesis. We are pleased to announce that in response to many requests, you may, cool stuff. We're excited about the previous question. Sorry for the delay. If not, like, there's so many posts where my questions get lost. Is there? Oh, okay. It's not like there's so many posts that my questions get lost, is there? So essentially they're saying, hey, your customer service blows. Why does your customer service blow? It's not like there's a whole bunch of people commenting here. Love me some super backers. I back both previous campaigns and do not like storing part of my games away from the main box. If this will not be addressed, I'd rather cancel. We have just asked your previous question. Sorry for your delay. Not sure if Awkward's Guess the Walden Case will become an add-on, but would definitely be down to include that. Seen quite a few comments. Will the companion book fit in the main game box? Oh man, so it's just 3 days ago. Yeah, but once again, if you're in midstream of the Kickstarter, you should be checking this every single day, especially if you only have 168 comments. Now, I'm going to guess that this is like 1 or 2 people behind the scenes, potentially. But you're on a Kickstarter. You're hoping to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, which everyone is when you launch a Kickstarter. You should be able to pop in here and do that. Like, yeah. And that's such an easy question, too, that's almost like an FAQ question. You'd expect people to just odd. Yeah, and it's not even here. Yeah, I put that in the FAQ. It's kind of a no-brainer. Man. All right, final grade for Awkward Guess 2, the Berwick case. Ugh. I was hoping this would go so well. Do I want it? Yes, I do. But we have to shed away my preconceived biases because I love this game and it's spectacular. Dice Tower Seal of Excellence. It would have a Bauer's Best seal. I don't know if I've actually reviewed it, but it would have a Bauer's Best seal if it did. At this point, how many times I've played it, keep coming back to it. So do I want it? Yes. I love the 2-player version of this. Can you do it? Yes, I'm not worried about it. You got $46,000 to make a pretty dang simple looking dice game. 3 dice, GM screen, couple foldable screens. You know, there's nothing here that is incredibly difficult or complex. It's a very inexpensive game to manufacture. It's coming from someone who works for a manufacturer. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Great price. Shipping's fine. Everything looks good. So this should be an easy slam dunk, solid grade. Like when you hit all 3, it should be. However, this is not a good grade. I feel like this game deserves so much better than Megacorp did for this page. And I think that shows with the $46,000, which is still, it's good. It's good. I'm not dogging the $46,000. But when you have the sequel to a proven commodity that people really like, let's go see how much this one made. I'm just curious. Where is it? Yeah, so this made $293,000. Megacorp, which was not Skate Low, which was not as good. This one only made $49,000. Okay, so that's more in line with it. Man. All right, I'm beating around the bush. Final grade here. I feel like the main image, while it is improved by the Dice Tower Seal of Excellence, I don't think it's good. I think the video wastes so much time. When I legitimately believe that we could cut 40 seconds out of your video and your video is only 91 seconds, that probably means it's not a good video. And I can't imagine, and the music is a little, I think most people probably say the music's too loud. I almost feel like the music is too catchy. I feel like a voiceover would have been a lot nicer. The pledge area is bleh. I don't feel like you really spotlighted why I should be buying what I'm buying. Like, yeah, just so much that just. I think overall it's probably about, I would say, a full grade and a third, or I'd say a full grade and 2/3 bump down. Whatever my grade is in my head, it's probably that. So final grade for this one. Why? So how hard is it to just put that on the main image? I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, let me know it's 2 players. Let me know it's a dual version. It's a C- if I'm being nice. D+. It's a D+. We got plenty of gameplay videos. We got a preview. We got a rule booklet. We got the Dice Tower Seal of Excellence you showed off. C-. Game feels like a B+, but the Kickstarter page is a C. So I'm at C-. I feel like that's reasonable. And once again, this price is helping a lot. That price is helping so much. That is such a damn good price. It drives me nuts. They're not spot. C seems fair. I'm C-. I'm a C-, but then again, I even said this at the beginning. You're going to see some biases here because I absolutely adore this game. Not this game, but the original game. And I imagine this game because it's just a spin-off of that one. So yeah, I'm going to go with the C-. Let me know in the comments below, what is your final grade for Awkward Guess 2, The Berwick Case? Man, I can't believe I'm saying that with a $25 price point. D+, if the game's that good, I would never have known without you. Yeah, that's honestly where I'm leaning. But I'm going to go C-. But let me know in the comments below what's your final grade. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 30,000 subscribers this year. Also, if you want to have your Kickstarter critiqued or critiqued before you launch, so that way someone might say, hey, maybe you put that $25 price point on the marquee because obviously it's a spectacular price, then click on that $5 link down below. Bye-bye.